You are sitting on your couch. The TV is on, but you aren't watching it. You are watching the clock. It is 11:30 at night. The door opens. She walks in. She smells different. Maybe it is a perfume you didn't buy her. Maybe it is the smell of a drink you didn't pour. She doesn't look you in the eye. She walks straight past you, heads directly to the bathroom, and turns on the shower. You hear the water running. She never showers at night. You try to tell yourself it is nothing. You try to tell yourself you are being crazy, but your gut is screaming at you. It is making you sick physically. When she finally comes out, she is different. Maybe she is cold, picking a fight about a dirty dish just to create space between you. Or maybe she is suddenly too nice, too affectionate, trying to cover up a crime she can't admit. You look at her sleeping face later that night and you wonder, does she feel bad? Is she eating herself up inside? Is she staring at the ceiling, haunted by what she did to you? You want to believe she is. You want to believe her conscience is punishing her because you are a good man, and that is what you would feel. But brothers, I need to tell you a truth that is going to hurt before it heals. The woman who cheats on you is rarely lying awake at night drowning in guilt. She is not thinking about your pain. She is thinking about how to manage her two worlds. She is thinking about whether she can get away with it again. She is rewriting history in her head right now to make you the villain so she can sleep like a baby. Brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. We need to break down the psychology of female infidelity because it is fundamentally different from how men operate. When a man cheats, it is often opportunistic. It is stupid. It is impulsive. And often he loves his wife but made a terrible, selfish choice. But when a woman cheats, it is almost never an accident. It is rarely impulsive. It is calculated. It is emotional. By the time she's in bed with another man, she has likely checked out of your relationship months ago. She has already rationalized it. She has already convinced herself that she deserves this happiness because you failed her in some way that she invented in her head. You ask, do they regret it? The short answer is no, not in the way you think. They do not regret the act. They regret the consequences. They regret getting caught. They regret losing their safety net, but the act itself, to her, that wasn't a mistake. It was a solution to a problem she decided you couldn't fix. Today, we are going to walk through the dark reality of what is actually going on in her head. I am going to tell you real stories of men who found out the hard way and the one man who handled it like a king. We are going to expose the mechanism of her mind so you never get played again. Let me tell you about a man named Steve. This is the story of the loser. Not because Steve was a bad guy, but because he projected his own good heart onto a woman who didn't have one. Steve was a provider. He worked 60 hours a week to pay for a house in a good school district. He drove a 10-year-old truck with a cracked windshield so his wife Lisa could drive a new SUV. He thought they were happy. Sure, things had been quiet in the bedroom for a year, but he thought that was just marriage. He thought they were a team building a future. One day, Steve came home early with a fever. He found Lisa on the patio whispering into her phone. When she saw him, she jumped. She dropped the phone. The screen cracked, but not before Steve saw the name work husband with a heart emoji. He didn't want to believe it. He asked her calmly what was going on. Lisa didn't cry initially. She didn't apologize. She attacked. She told him he was invading her privacy. She told him he was insecure and controlling. She gaslighted him so hard, he ended up apologizing to her for coming home early and scaring her. But the seed was planted. Steve waited until she was asleep. He checked the phone bill, thousands of texts, late-night calls, pictures. He confronted her with the hard evidence, and this is where the regret performance started. Lisa broke down. She sobbed. She fell to the floor. She grabbed his legs. She said it was a mistake. She said she felt dirty. She said she loved Steve and she didn't know why she did it. Steve, being a good man, believed her tears were for him. He believed she was crying because she hurt him. He was wrong. Lisa wasn't crying because she betrayed Steve. She was crying because her life was about to blow up. She was crying because she might lose the house, the SUV, and the status of being a respectable wife. She was crying because her comfort was threatened. Steve took her back. He went to marriage counseling where the therapist told him he needed to date her more and work on his emotional availability. He did everything. He courted her. He forgave her. He swallowed his pride. 6 months later, Steve found out she never stopped seeing the other guy. In fact, she told the other guy Steve was pathetic for taking her back. She didn't respect Steve for forgiving her. She despised him for it. She saw his forgiveness as weakness. She regretted getting caught the first time, so she just got better at hiding it the second time. Steve lost another 2 years of his life, half his retirement, and his dignity because he mistook her panic for remorse. He thought she felt guilty. She only felt inconvenienced. You have to understand the mental gymnastics a cheater performs. It is called cognitive dissonance. She cannot see herself as a bad person. Nobody wants to be the villain in their own story. So to do a bad thing like cheating, she has to change the story. She tells herself she is not a cheater. She tells herself he doesn't listen to me. She rewrites the entire history of your relationship. Suddenly, you were never good to her. You were always cold. You were always working. She creates a narrative where she is the victim and the affair is her survival. When she cheats, she feels alive. She feels validated. She feels that rush of dopamine that you stopped giving her because you were too busy paying the bills and being a stable partner. She doesn't feel regret in that hotel room. She feels entitled. She thinks she gave him her best years, so she deserves this fun. It is only when the papers are served and the credit card is declined that she feels anything close to regret. And even then, it's regret for the lifestyle she lost, not the heart she broke.
We have to talk about the nature of female solipsism. This means that her reality is defined by her feelings in the moment. If she feels happy with the other guy, then what she is doing is right. If she feels sad because you caught her, then she is the victim of a tragedy. There is no objective morality in this state of mind. There is only what feels good and what feels bad. When she is with the lover, she isn't thinking about your sacrifice. She isn't thinking about the vows. She is thinking about how good it feels to be desired by someone new. The regret you are looking for requires empathy, but cheating is the ultimate act of narcissism. It places her momentary desire above your entire reality. Brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. Now, let's talk about the delusion. Let's talk about the woman who thinks the grass is greener on the other side. This is the story of Brenda. Brenda was married to a solid guy named Paul. Paul wasn't exciting. He was an accountant. He was reliable. He came home at 5:30 every day, played with the kids, fixed things around the house, and went to bed. Brenda was bored. She hit 35 and panicked. She thought, is this it? Is this all my life is going to be? She joined a gym. She started posting pictures on social media seeking attention. She started getting validation from guys in their 20s who didn't know her reality. She met a guy named Jax. Jax was a bartender. He was fun. He was dangerous. He had tattoos and a motorcycle and no 401k. He listened to her complain about Paul. He told her she was too beautiful to be stuck in a boring life. He told her she was a queen who deserved passion. Brenda ate it up. She started sleeping with Jax. She felt like a teenager again. She looked at Paul with contempt. She looked at his stability and saw a cage. She looked at his loyalty and saw weakness. Brenda decided to leave. She sat Paul down and told him she loved him but wasn't in love with him. She dropped the bomb. She moved out into an apartment. She expected Jax to step up. She thought they would be the power couple. She thought she was trading up. She didn't feel regret. She felt superior. She felt like she was winning the lottery. Then reality hit.
Jax wasn't looking for a wife, Jax was looking for fun. When Brenda started asking him to pay half the rent, Jax got distant. When Brenda wanted him to stay in on a Friday night to watch movies, Jax went to the club. When Brenda got the flu, Jax didn't bring her soup. He ghosted her for 3 days. The excitement faded. The validation dried up. Brenda realized that Jax loved the fact that she was married because it meant he had no responsibility. Once she was single, she was just another demanding woman in her 30s with baggage. 6 months later, Brenda is sitting in her empty apartment. She looks at Paul's social media. Paul has hit the gym. Paul got a promotion. Paul is dating a 26-year-old woman who appreciates his stability and cooks him dinner. Does Brenda feel regret now? Yes, but notice the timing. She didn't feel regret when she was betraying Paul. She didn't feel regret when she broke his heart. She felt regret when her plan failed. She felt regret when she realized the market value she thought she had was a delusion. She regretted the bad trade, not the betrayal. This is the harsh truth about hypergamy. Women are hardwired to look for the best option. Monkey branching is the strategy of securing a new vine before letting go of the old one. If the new vine snaps, she falls. That fall is what causes the regret. If Jax had turned out to be a millionaire who worshipped her, she would never have spared a thought for Paul. Her regret was conditional on her failure. It was selfish regret. It was not moral regret. Do not confuse her tears for an apology. Her tears are for herself. She is mourning her own bad luck, not your broken heart. There is a concept called the light switch effect. When a woman is done with you, the switch flips. The love you thought was eternal is gone in an instant. She looks at you and feels nothing. Maybe she feels irritation that you are still there, breathing her air. This is why she can cheat without guilt in the moment. In that moment, you don't exist to her as a partner. You are just an obstacle or a roommate. She compartmentalizes you into a box labeled past, while she lives in the box labeled future. The regret only creeps in later, usually when 3 things happen. First, the affair partner pumps and dumps her. She realizes she was just a convenient body to him, not a soulmate. Second, she hits the dating market and realizes her age and baggage make her invisible to the high-value men she feels entitled to. Third, and this is the biggest one, you see you doing better. This is the biggest trigger. If you fall apart, she feels justified. She looks at you and thinks, look at him, he's a mess, I was right to leave. But if you level up, if you get in shape, make money, and date a younger, happier woman, that destroys her. That creates the deepest regret of all, the regret of fumbling the bag. But notice, none of this is about hurting you. It is all about her status, her comfort, her ego. You need to stop projecting your own honor onto people who have none. You think you would never do that to her, so she must feel terrible. You are projecting your character onto her. Stop it. She is not you. If she was capable of betraying you, lying to your face for months, exposing you to diseases, and risking your family's stability, she does not think like you. She operates on a different operating system, one that prioritizes her immediate feelings over duty, honor, or loyalty. Now, I want to tell you about a winner, a man named Jason. Jason understood female nature. He understood that you cannot negotiate desire and you cannot tolerate disrespect. Jason suspected his girlfriend, Amanda, was stepping out. She was guarding her phone. She was coming home late. She was picking fights over nothing. Jason didn't cry. Jason didn't beg. He verified.
He checked the phone records. He saw the number. He drove by the location she said she was at, and she wasn't there. He got his proof. He didn't explode. He didn't scream. He waited for her to come home. She walked in at midnight, smelling like cologne and alcohol. She started her usual routine, gaslighting him before he could even speak. She asked why he was up and called him controlling for checking up on her. Jason sat calmly on the couch. He looked her in the eye. He didn't raise his voice. He said, "I know about Mark. I know where you were. We are done." Amanda froze. Then the waterworks started. She threw herself at his feet.
She used every trick in the book. She said it meant nothing. She said he tricked her. She said she was drunk. She said she only did it because she was insecure and needed to know she was still pretty. She said she would do anything to fix this. Jason stood up. He didn't offer her a tissue. He didn't hug her. He didn't let her manipulate him with her distress. He said, "You made a choice. You chose him. Now you can go to him. Pack your bags." She tried to argue. She tried to blame him. She said, "You're throwing away 5 years over one mistake?" Jason said, "I'm not throwing it away. You did. And it wasn't a mistake. It was a series of choices you made knowing it would destroy us. You didn't care about my feelings when you were with him. Do not pretend to care about them now." He put her bags outside. He changed the locks. He blocked her number. He went complete no contact. He didn't check her social media. He didn't ask friends about her. He erased her. Amanda tried to come back for months. She realized Mark was a loser. She realized Jason was a king. She sent letters. She sent friends to talk to him. She showed up at his job crying. Jason never broke frame. He never gave her the validation of a response. He moved on. He built his business. He found a woman who had values, not just excuses. Jason won because he understood that once trust is broken, the relationship is a corpse. You cannot revive a corpse. You can only drag it around until it stinks. He understood that her regret was simply the panic of a parasite losing its host. He didn't let her emotions manipulate his reality. He stood firm in his value. He knew that taking her back would only teach her that she could disrespect him and get away with it. He knew that if he forgave her, she would lose respect for him, and without respect, there is no love. Regret requires empathy. Cheating is the ultimate act of narcissism. It places the cheater's momentary desire above the partner's entire reality. A narcissist does not feel guilt, they feel shame. Guilt is feeling you did something bad. Shame is feeling you look bad. She regrets that she looks bad to her friends. She regrets that her reputation is damaged. She regrets that she has to move into a smaller apartment. She does not regret breaking your heart, because in that moment, your heart did not matter to her. So do they regret it? The ones who lose everything regret the loss. The ones who get away with it regret nothing. The ones who upgrade to a better man justify it as destiny. They tell themselves it was meant to be. They tell themselves the affair was just the bridge to their true happiness. They sleep just fine. Your job is not to wait for her apology. Your job is not to try to make her feel guilty. Your job is to become the man she regrets losing every single day for the rest of her life, while you never look back. You have to be willing to walk away. The moment you accept the disrespect of infidelity is the moment you sign your own death warrant as a man. You tell her and the world that you have no options, that you have no self-respect, that you are lucky to have her, even when she's sharing herself with others. Do not be that man. Be Jason. Be the man who knows his worth is non-negotiable.
The pain will be there. It will hurt. You will feel the betrayal in your chest like a physical wound. That is normal. That is the price of having a heart. But do not let that pain turn into weakness. Let it turn into fuel. Let it burn away the part of you that was naive. Let it forge a new version of you that sees reality clearly. She made her choice. Now you make yours. She chose pleasure. You choose dignity. She chose the streets. You choose the high road. And the high road goes one direction, away from her. Brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. You must understand that forgiveness in this context is a modern lie. Our grandfathers knew this. They knew that a woman who strayed had broken the sacred contract of the family. They knew that you cannot build a legacy with a woman whose loyalty is for sale to the highest bidder or the smoothest talker. Modern society tries to tell you that you should be understanding. They try to tell you that monogamy is unnatural. They try to gaslight you into accepting crumbs.
Do not listen to the noise. Listen to your gut. Listen to the ancient wisdom that tells you a traitor is a traitor. If she betrayed you once, she has broken the seal. The barrier is gone. It is easier to do it the second time and the third time. When a woman cheats, she is communicating something very specific to you. She is saying, "I do not fear losing you." Think about that. She weighed the option of having sex with another man against the option of losing you forever, and she chose the sex. She gambled your relationship for a moment of pleasure. That tells you exactly what your value is in her eyes. You are not the prize. You are the safety net. Do not be the safety net. Cut the net. Let her fall. When you walk away, you regain your power. You flip the script. Suddenly, she is the one who has to explain why her marriage failed. She is the one who has to explain to her family why she is single at 40. She is the one who has to face the cold reality of the dating market. You are free. You are free to find a woman who understands loyalty. You are free to build a life where you don't have to check phone bills and track locations. The greatest revenge is not anger. It is not shouting. It is not keying her car or exposing her on Facebook. The greatest revenge is indifference. It is looking at her like she is a stranger. It is erasing her from your emotional life so completely that she wonders if she ever really mattered. That drives them crazy. That is the only thing that might actually make them feel real regret, the realization that they had a king and they turned him into a stranger. But by then, it won't matter, because you will be miles down the road, living a life she can no longer touch. You will have ascended, and she will be exactly where she belongs, in the past. I want to ask you a very smart question, and I want you to drop a comment in the comments section about your opinion or about what you think based on the video. Have you ever seen a cheater truly change and become a loyal partner, or is it always just a matter of time before they do it again? Drop your thoughts below. I read every single one. Stay sharp, brothers.